Hello and welcome to another 9-minute Bible study. Our starting point is Ephesians chapter 3, and let's look at verse 1. For this cause I, Paul, the prisoner of Jesus Christ for you Gentiles, if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God which is given me to you word, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery. Let's hold there for a second. Let's start with verse 2 and the word dispensation. That means to dispense or to give out. The Apostle Paul, he has been called to minister to the Gentiles. Now, if you follow the flow in the book of Acts, when the Apostle Paul went on first and the second and the third missionary journey, wherever they went, they did tend to minister to the Jew first. After all, that was this express command of Jesus to the Jew first. What usually happened? The vast majority of the Jews rejected. Then what happened? Paul began to preach to the Gentiles in every place that he went. By this point, the majority of the audience in the churches founded by the Apostle Paul were Gentiles, those who were not Jewish. Paul knows that. This is the basics of his argument at this point, that he has been called to dispense what to the Gentiles? Grace, the unmerited favor of God. This is to all who believe. First, we believe in the Christ, the cross, the resurrection. We receive the mercy of God that wiped out our sin debt. But now that we are adopted sons of God, we receive the grace or the favor of God. So we start with what? We started with mercy, but now we also receive grace or good things. The Gentiles, as adopted sons of God, they now receive the grace of God. Paul is the one dispensing this. It comes from God through Jesus. The minister preaches, dispenses to others as a servant does. In this age of grace, you received from God, but it was dispensed to you by the local church, the ministry that you were under. Now, if you have heard of the dispensation of the grace of God, which is given me to you word, how that by revelation he made known unto me the mystery. Revelation, meaning revealed. What Paul is about to talk about, what Paul has been talking about, it was revealed to him by God. Understand something. The reason we know what we know is because the Spirit has revealed this to us. You might know people who are not believers. They look at the Bible and it's like right over their head. They do not understand a word that's being said. Why? Because they're not believers. It has not been revealed to them. Remember Jesus and the parables. Many of the Jews heard all the parables. Many of them did not understand a word that was being said. But Jesus made sure his own followers knew what was being said. He revealed the message to them. We who believe, the message is revealed to us. Now, what is Paul talking about? Let's start in the parenthesis of verse 3. As I wrote afore in a few words, whereby when you read, you may understand my knowledge in the mystery of Christ. Verse 5. Which in other ages was not made known unto the sons of men, up to this point being what Christ did on the cross, this plan of God, the church, was really a mystery. Nobody here on earth knew what was going on. So why do we know now? It has been revealed to us. In the past, this was not revealed. Now, in the present, this is revealed. Revealed unto who? Holy apostles and prophets by the Spirit. Now, I know a lot of people, well, Paul was the only one who knew this. Please look at the last letter in the word apostles and the last letter in the word prophets. What is Paul saying? That there had been apostles and prophets whom this had been revealed to. God revealed his plan to all the ministers who were legitimate ministers at that time. It was revealed to Peter. We know that in Acts chapter 10. We know it was revealed to the leadership in Acts chapter 15. Now, here's the difference. God used Paul to implement the plan in Ephesus, in Macedonia, in Greece, in Galatia, and everywhere else the Apostle Paul went to minister. Peter and company knew the plan. Paul, he was used to dispense or to give the plan or operate in the plan to others. As time went on, obviously, more and more ministers began to operate in this type of ministry. Why? Because the Lord moved them into this direction. At times, I think we take it a bit for granted because everybody knows, hey, the gospel is for everyone. At this point, it was still a new thing to them. It was revealed to the apostles and the prophets who revealed this to their audiences. How did the audience understand? The same way we do now. It is revealed to us by the Holy Spirit. The word is revealed unto us. Verse 6. That the Gentiles, those who are not Jewish, should be fellow heirs. Heirs, meaning what? Sons or adopted children of God. So, the Gentiles should be adopted sons of God. No longer on the outside, now on the inside. And because we are fellow heirs, we receive the grace or the good things that come with being heirs of God. Joint heirs with Christ. That the Gentiles should be fellow heirs and of the same body. Meaning what? We are all part of a big happy family called the church. And we'll pick up with this in our next lesson.